Where are you?
Currently I'm in Prague. I'm in my office. So my background with firewalking is really being a firewalking assistant to a firewalking master for, well, let's see, 4 or 5 years. I cannot remember precisely. And by the end of that, I really consider this my actually training, because the techniques and stuff you can basically learn in 1 weekend during a fit or something like that. But seeing them being executed over 100 times with different groups, different people and different setups, and also overcoming all the different obstacles that you have to go through, that I would consider the training for the professional instructor. Because the master was basically just, okay, we're having this event, figure everything out, and just make it happen. And whenever there was a problem, I came to my master and he said, like, oh, you're my assistant, figure it out. So I really solved some impossible situations just to make the firewalks happen. And the last 2 years, I actually stood up as an instructor for the corporate clients, and later on even for the smaller public audiences under 50 people. So that's basically my background, and ever since 2015, 2015, I'm basically doing my own firewalks since then. So yeah, I'm a certified instructor since 2016, I believe. But I've done like 50 firewalks before that.
All right. You graciously contributed, among other things, actually, a drumming circle to the gathering in Hungary that you took part in
Yes.
Early October. So you're also trained as a drumming instructor, I guess.
Well, basically, I learned it. I never actually learned firewalk without drumming, so I was a bit surprised that it is not part of the core firewalking techniques, because that's how I always knew firewalking to be done. So when I had the opportunity to actually get the drums to you guys to see how I do the technique during the firewalking, I was very excited just to hint at what's possible to do, how to expand the firewalking experience for the people and for instructors as well. So yeah, I was glad to bring, I don't know, it was 40 drums or something like that to the event, and make this huge drumming session all together. I think it was huge. It was good.
It was very good.
In fact, I must say, it was probably one of the best, my personal experience as an instructor of drum circles. It was one of the best drum circles ever created. I mean, it's all based around the energy of the people, and the energy of the people from the gathering was just off the roof. It just blew up, and at first I felt like, oh my God, what I'm going to do here? It's like everybody is on the same level already, and everybody's just pumped up. So, but yeah, even with that, it's possible to lead the group somewhere and just make it even better. So thank you guys so much for this opportunity. Really, it was huge for me.
I really liked it, especially the part when people could go in the drum circle and lay down and just contemplate and meditate, and everybody was drumming and sort of healing with the drums. I really enjoyed that part of the drum circle. When you think about firewalking, what does it mean to walk on fire for you?
Well, for me, the first thing, like I would guess before everybody, was just like this wow, eye-opening thing, like, oh my God, what these people are capable of doing. I'm talking like a corporate event, like a surprise event, and the people didn't know anything about this, and they just went through the program. I was like, wow, what are they doing? And then it was the firewalk, and I was, oh my God, I'm not gonna do that. And Firemaster says that, hey, it's your turn. And I just went through a fire. I was like, oh my God. And it was so amazing. I mean, like 14 days straight after that event, I was like, the world of possibility just exploded around me. And I thought, like, how is this possible? How is it possible that everybody isn't doing that? It's just so empowering. It gives you so much more possible possibilities in your life. Now, if you ask me after the 5 or more years I'm doing this, what does it mean to me? Well, I really like to think about firewalking as a means to really set one free. My firewalks are always about the freedom, about the possibilities that lie on the other end, on the end of the firewall. Like you have this kind of small world, and then you go through, it just explodes with, oh my God, what I thought wasn't possible before, now actually possible probably is, because it was just a thought. Now it's, and there's so much more freedom going around with it. So the freedom is really the topic of my firewalk, especially the public firewalking, because as I see it, the society, although technology evolved enormously, our hearts and spirits are not free. We are still like crumpled, and firewalking really just returns you back to the original place where your spirit is what it is. It's a free spirit that can create.
And what did you think about the gathering in Hungary in general?
So just meeting all the different personalities, all the great people from around the world, and to just it opened up my mind on how to actually, what to do with firewalking, because I knew this one model, right? It was, I would call it like the south firewalking, or yes, the southern direction. That's the direction of power, and the firewalking about the power. That's what I did, just empowering people. But all the firewalks that I experienced there, they were not so much about empowerment. They were more about like spiritual healing, directions, a new sense of life, and really like reconnecting together. So this is all new fields that just open across, like how I can do firewalks. So I have now more possibilities to do different firewalks than I had before. So thank you again for that experience.
I think that when we facilitate firewalks for the public or organizations, we are so focused on performing and giving the audiences a good experience that we sort of, we cannot really enjoy the firewalking many times. That's my feeling, because I'm so busy taking care of stuff and oops, then the firewalking is over. So for me, the gathering is also it's so great to reconnect with firewalking, and with this group of people who are all experts. You can do all these crazy things because everybody knows what they're doing, and everybody knows how to take care of themselves and how to take care of the fire, and that just creates this, I think, a fantastic arena for possibilities to enjoy the firewalk once more, like almost like it was the first time you did it, like with
yeah, that's
children's eyes, and wow.
Exactly. I had just that feeling. And speaking about like expanding possibilities and more freedom, Ben's again inspired me to do the craziest thing I've ever done with firewalking. It was the second night that we ended up with this huge heart with the burning coals in the middle, huge piles of coal that nobody walked across. And then Ben's went in there with shoes. I didn't know that. When he was standing there, I couldn't see he had shoes. And I was like, wow, he is this huge Buddhist monk. He's just amazing. I would love to do that. And then he just went across, and suddenly there was this feeling, oh my God, I need to unite these two parts of the heart into a single walk. Like one was the feminine, the other was the masculine. And I had the feeling like I need to do one walk for both of them. So how do we do it? Of course, I need to go across. So I I basically walked across this huge pile of untended coals across, and I had this feeling, okay, Ben's did it, so it's okay for me. And I went across barefoot, of course, because I didn't know he had shoes. and I ended the walk, and I felt like amazing. Like really, people were like shouting and everything. And the first sentence I hear was like, "Wow, was that with shoes or without shoes?" And I thought like, what a stupid question.
So you could do without shoes what he did with shoes then?
Yes. Yes, basically. But I would never do that if I didn't see him in the dark.
But it's still in the mind, right? You thought you could. You thought he did it without shoes, so then you could, and it was okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anything else, Josef, that you want to say about the gathering that I haven't asked you that you think is, an important thing to say?
Well, maybe a little message to the potential people who want to come. I'm not sure if this is for them. Like, if you're an instructor and you're doing any kind of firewalking, this is the high degree of education, basically. This is not like a school, but it's more like as we had on the teacher, a symposium, just to meet other people from the same field and get inspired on how things can look like, feel like, from different professionals. And this is going to expand your, it's going to expand your mind really on what is possible to do with firewalking and how to use this tool in very different ways than you were possible or used to doing. So, yeah, come, get empowered, get inspired, get energized. Whatever works for you, it's all there. So just come.
Thank you. All right, Josef, thank you for taking the time to be on this interview. And if we don't meet, I hope we meet the next time at the third gathering then.
I would love to.
Yeah.